Hi, I'm Justine Cox. I am the founder of Leaders Change Room. I am a leadership expert and I specialize in relationship-centered leadership. I'm really happy to be here today talking to you about the new book, Women Living Fearlessly. I had the absolute pleasure to contribute with 24 other amazing women to bring this book to you. I started Leaders Change Room when my son was just 8 months old. I got the courage to start that business because of my experimental mindset. You can't fail an experiment. They're simply about testing and learning. My journey, like many of yours, has been littered with highs and lows. But really leaning into my strength and kindness has been what's helped me get through and truly live fearlessly. I am the solo mum to 8-year-old Nash, and balancing my motherhood and work has really helped shape the leader that I am today. And what I do is I help people, leaders, to build better relationships and improve trust because we know that that is what helps create sustainable impact and results. I contributed to Women Living Fearlessly because I believe in the power of storytelling to really help inspire and motivate others to take action. I especially love supporting women to navigate their own journey, um, and to really lean in and embrace all of themselves. In my chapter, I talk about embracing vulnerability, authenticity, and genuine connections because that is what leadership is about. It's about connections and other people. And when we can build strong, trusting relationships, then we know that we can create greater impact. At Leaders Change Room, I work with purpose-driven businesses to ensure that leadership moves from being a stressor to a superpower. And I hope that through sharing in this chapter, I can inspire you to lean into your own leadership. I hope my story in Women Living Fearlessly inspires you to embrace all of you, all the uncomfortable bits and the knobbly bits, as well as the beautiful bits. And to really prioritize the relationships that matter most. And there's one thing that I know is the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. I'm going to read a little bit from my story now. In HR, you often get, yes, but at the coalface, that won't work. So I decided to test my HR theories and I took on a state operations role for a national not-for-profit in a sector that I know nothing about and focused on what I knew best, people and relationships. I was quickly promoted to general manager, leading a 24/7 high-risk sensitive service, which had 2 states, a territory, 450 people and approximately an $80 million budget. And then I was asked to take on their national HR team as well. This was the first time I experienced the power of purpose. When things got tough, I noticed my people would hold on to the difference we were making. It became increasingly clear that having a strong sense of purpose provided clarity and direction and served as a source of motivation and resilience. But it didn't take long to realise that traditional leadership programs didn't equip me with the right tools for success. The stress and overwhelm nearly led to burnout. I reached a breaking point and thought, I can't do this. This coincided with my marriage finally crumbling. Following a particularly aggressive and hurtful argument with my husband, I curled into the fetal position on the floor and rocked back and forth crying. The only thing I could think of was, how do I end my life? I can't do this anymore. I hit my lowest point. I was failing at home and at work. I felt alone, embarrassed, anxious, and scared. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize the woman looking back at me anymore. I had lost myself, and it was from that suffocating dark place that I decided I needed to find myself again. I retreated to Bali for rest and reflection and realized that for the first time in my life, I had no goals. So that's where I started, by focusing on what was possible and moving towards it. I could then ensure my experiences would shape me, but not break me. I truly hope that my story inspires you. I believe that we all have a responsibility to leave the world a little better off. But that only happens when we are at our best more often. So I invite you to take that journey with me. Let's leave the world a little better off together.